Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to this channel again. I think after an interval of 2 days, maybe right after an interval of 2 days, I am back over this channel again. I've come up with some kind of raw talks which I am gonna uh, discuss in this particular video, and whatever my thoughts are, it's gonna be super raw because I'm not gonna edit or put up any kind of visualization or something like of edits. I'm not gonna change anything, right? It's gonna be super raw. As I'm talking right now, it's gonna be exactly like this, as like my earlier videos which I have already made over this channel. You can just check it out them also. So I used to love speak in a raw way. It's the best way you can discuss your feelings. You can discuss some kind of uh, best thoughts which is coming in your mind. I think this is the best way. You can put a lot of edits and different stuffs. You can create a very beautiful video, but trust me, some raw talks always need these kind of plots where you are not putting any kind of edits or something like effects or any type of visualization. You are just talking randomly to the audience, whatever it is. So why I am here today, I have come up with a very new topic, and this particular topic is going to be very different from the earlier videos which I have made previously in this channel. So basically, in today's video, I'm going to talk about our dreams. Yes, you heard it right. Today in this video, I'm just going to talk about our dreams, which we are used to uh, you know I think know, right? Like during childhood, all of us, like most of us, had a lot of dreams or expectation from our lives that we will become like this. I will become this particular I will become like this particular person. I will become like Saurav. I will become like Arijit. I will become like any other dream person which you had thought in your mind at that particular age, certain age, when you were maybe 9 or 10 years old, or maybe less than 9 or 10 years old, right? But just think about it. You have grown up, you have become a adult, you have already crossed your teenage, or maybe you are just about to leave your teenage, right? Just think about those dreams which you had thought once in your life, that I will become like this, I will become like this, I will pursue this, I will reach there one day, right? Where are those dreams? Are you fulfilling them properly? If you are doing this now, if you are really achieving all the goals which you had already set in your early childhood, then this video is not for you. And I'm very fair about it. I don't need to you know state, or I don't need to pass any kind of sugar coating statements to gather some kind of viewers or something like that. If you are fulfilling your childhood dreams, right, whatever you had set your goals in your childhood, then this video is not for you. You can leave. But if you are somehow got diverted from your goals, from your thoughts, or your passion which you had thought during your childhood, today in this video I'm going to discuss about that, what actually happened, why you got diverted from your dream. Is it your fault, or the fault of the environment, the fault of your parents, fault of your anything, any stuff for which you got diverted from your dream, from your that best life which could be possible to make, but you somehow get diverted from those dreams when you have become mature. So basically, there are three things you need to consider at this moment if you really want to analyze that what happened actually in your life. The first thing, that is the environmental issue. And trust me, this is the biggest issue one can ever face in his or her life, to during his or her journey towards becoming a successful person. And I'm not kidding. Like, I have seen those kind of real, you know, living examples, those who were literally superb in their profession, but somehow they got faded with the time just because they did not get a good environment, and good environment they just got disappeared with the time. And it is actually important, to be honest. You just think about any kind of examples. A person who is so much dedicated to his passion, he is working so hard every single day, almost every day he's putting his 95% or 99% to achieve his dreams. But trust me, if that person is got, I mean, if that person is stuck to a tier 3 or 4 town or village, he would never be able to become that much famous or renowned to the whole world. Because it's not always about your skills, it's somehow it is somehow about your marketing or about your popularity, to be honest. Just think about Arijit Singh, because I am a guy of Bengal. I'm coming from West Bengal, right? So I have that idea, or kind of thought about Arijit Singh, from where he is coming, like the Jiagonj, which is kind of, one of the distant village, you can say, or maybe town of Murshidabad, right? I mean, Murshidabad is a district inside West Bengal, and Jiagonj is a kind of town or village, you can say, inside them. So it's a kind of tier 3 or 4 village or town, you can state, right? Jiagonj is a tier 3 or 4 village or town. So from there, it was impossible for a talent, for a super talent like Arijit to become this Arijit, which you can observe every single day, which you can hear his voice every single day. It was impossible to get adapted into this Arijit from that Arijit if he got stuck in that tier 3 or 4 city. I'm not disrespecting Jiagon. Please don't judge me on the basis of that. But I am showing you the fact. Arijit transited to the other cities like Mumbai. He took participated into different reality show, right? And maybe I don't know whether he owned or not, but he never just just gave up in his life. He worked with Preetham. He started, with the scratch. Started, I think, writing notes or something. I don't have a lot of idea about producing music or songs, guys. But I think I heard somewhere that Arijit started working with different music directors, and Preetham was one of them. Because Arijit and Preetham combo is like superb. Everyone who has somehow, somewhere listened one particular song of this particular combo, Arijit sir and Preetham sir, he would get mesmerized after listening that, because literally this combo has no I mean, no comparison to others. I'm not saying that there are no other good combos, but this particular synchronization between Arijit and Preetham is superb, whatever it is. So somehow it was impossible for Arijit to become that much famous from being tier 3 or 4 cities, or maybe town or village. But when he got transited to another city, and when he started showing his hard works, efforts, by the way, these two things are needed by default. If you're just thinking that I will move to a good city and I would become famous, no, it's not gonna happen, guys. You have to put your 100%, yes, almost 100% in terms of effort, in terms of your hard work. You have to put that, as well as you have to find out the opportunities where you can find out those kind of, well, I mean, what I can say, like-minded people, where you can find out those like-minded people which are aligned with your goals, which people can help you really to grow up in your career. And that's why this kind of transitions are so much important. If you are a person who is belonging from a very distant village or town, it's gonna be super tough for you to pursue your dreams. And it is 100% truth. You cannot just miss this particular statement at all. Trust me, guys. You have to transit, maybe. Sorry guys, you know that I just keep all those things very raw, right? I don't edit anything, so whatever it is. So you have to transit, right? If you want to become successful somehow, maybe your initial days will not be that much easy for you. Like, you have to struggle a lot, you have to work in a part-time way for some different things. But trust me, if you do that now, and if you are determined to achieve your dream, to be the best top percentiler in that particular field, to live with your passion, trust me, if you are taking risk, nobody would be able to destroy yourself, destroy your dream, even not your parents, not your family members. Where we first get the obstacle, even in our childhood, our parents used to help us to explore different stuffs, like maybe painting, maybe computer science, maybe singing, maybe dancing, maybe any other skills. They used to discover, they used to help us to discover different fields. But when we grow up, they used to give advices to us: beta, become an engineer and doctor, a doctor, and you'll be able to earn a lot. You don't need to follow these kind of things, you don't need to be singer, you don't need to be a professional guitarist, right? You don't need to be these kind, you don't need to be a footballer, you don't need to be a cricketer, because these are just wasting of time. You would not be able to reach at the good position, you would not be able to reach at the best position in your life, and somehow you will waste all of the times, all of the valuable moments of your life, and finally you will be depressed after getting failed. They used to state these kind of things when we grow up, after unlocking the all the paths, after helping us to explore all the different paths we have in our life to pursue our dreams. They used to state these kind of um, shit talks. By the way, I'm just using some bad words, guys, but don't judge me, literally. Trust me, I have faced these kind of things in my life. I know many of you have faced same kind of things in your life. So these are so pathetic incidents, and one of the reason I have already mentioned, that is the opportunity, lacking in opportunities, which you cannot find from a very distant village or somewhere very distant town. Even if you are trying to become famous in online, also you have to transit in future to the bigger city to get more clients, to be more you know famous, to at least reach out different kind of peoples for your whatever you are doing. Maybe you are doing a startup or something, everything according to your profession. You have to meet a lot of people, good professional people, and you will find them only in the big cities. Although you can, I'm not talking about talents, guys, because talent is present everywhere at every corner of India. But the professional talents, those who are using their talents to actually make it into a living thing, like a singer can be, like what I'm trying to say, like it's very much possible, right? At any corner of India, maybe at the top most point of India, like at Kashmir, you can find a very good singer. Maybe it's possible, but that doesn't mean that would be able to, or maybe she would be able to sing a particular song in Bollywood. It's not possible, right? Why does he or she not have a good vocal, like vocal tone, or a voice projection or something she or he doesn't have? Is it the problem? No, the both of them have a very good vocal quality, good melodies they are trying to sing when they are singing, right? Then why they are not singing in Bollywood songs or any other different movies? Because they are getting out, or the lagging out of the opportunities. So this is very important, which I have mentioned, which I have tried to mention in the first one. The second one, for which we fail in our life, for which we just fail to pursue our dreams, for which somehow at a moment of life in our early childhood we had spent a lot of time that I will become like this, but we didn't. Why? For the second reason, which is actually important, that is the freedom. And trust me, this is very correlated with the first point, but I have somehow distinguished it from the other points because it is needed to be added up in a different way, because it is a kind of, you can say, like, highlighted points I want to mention in this particular video. That is your freedom. Just think about it. A person who is living in a very good, well functioned, or maintained family, which family already have a good family income yearly. Just think about a guy who is you know uh, getting up in that particular family. Just think about a particular boy or maybe a girl in that family. He or she doesn't have that kind of financial burden in his or her head, right? Because they know if they get unsuccessful in their career, they have options. They don't need to think a lot, they don't need to take a lot of pressure in their mind. So somehow they get that kind of freedom to pursue their dreams. And this is the second point I actually tried to mention out. If you get this one, you will be almost at the best possible, what I can say, zone, to understand that why we are lagging behind, why everyone cannot pursue his or her dreams in his or her life. These are the main 2 points I have mentioned. First, the opportunity lagging, the lagging in opportunity, and the second one is the freedomness, the financial freedom. The third one, which is very important, that is somehow, by the way, I should not say this, to be honest, but somehow I feel like I need to mention this one. And do you know what is that? What is the third thing for which we are lagging behind in the race of achieving our dreams? That is our efforts, hard works. Trust me, we start with a lot of enthusiasm, with a lot of good hopes that we are gonna achieve this after this time interval. But suddenly we realize that we are not even a bit closer in the race. I'm not talking about the result, that we are not a bit closer to the result. We are not even a bit closer to the race where people are running for achieving that particular dream. And it's our own problem, guys. Opportunity, you can change the city, you will get opportunities, more opportunity. You'll be able to be connect with different minded peoples. For freedomness, if you are earning a good amount, you will be able to solve that problem. But this is something, if you don't have, you should not never dream of becoming a successful person in your life, which is your efforts and hard work. If you're not putting these kind of things now in your life, don't just dream about anything. And I just want to be very sure about it. Don't dream about anything in your life, because somehow somehow you are just wasting your time. If you are not serious about your dreams, if you are not serious about what you should do in your life, what you should, you know uh, you should take in your life to becoming successful, if you're not sure about it, if you just want to enjoy in your life, then I think you should not dream anything, because you're just wasting your time. You are not serious about your own dreams. Who will come up with the thoughts to motivate you? These things, motivation, strategies, these are kind of very passive things. First you need to be a very hard working person, then a continuous efficient efforts, and also with that consistency, which is not negotiable in any way. You need all these three combos first, then you can go for the plannings, deadlines, motivations, which are the secondary things. So this is the third one I have mentioned, why we get failed to pursue our dream. And the last one, and the fourth one, this is very interesting. You'd never think about these kind of things, that this also can become a obstacle. Referral, pre-help, these are the things which is literally, trust me, not non-negotiable. Why I'm saying this? You cannot you cannot just think about a particular thing directly without having some prior knowledge. Just think about it. You are doing your job, you're going to the college. Why? After passing out from 12th, or maybe after passing out of college, somehow, if you just move back a little bit previous in those days, you'll find out during your 12th class, or maybe 11th class, or maybe during your college days, you heard about that you have to join a college. You heard about you have to join a job to at least support your family, to at least support yourself independently in terms of financial conditions, right? So somehow you got that prior idea, and then you actually defined your path, that I have to move in this way. Similarly, these kind of things happen in corporate or any kind of life where you are pursuing your dreams. If someone already have gone through from that particular path, he or she knows that what are the things they will encounter, they will face, and they actually gives the best advice to his or her juniors to never get into those kind of traps in their life, right? And actually juniors get aware, and they don't go for those kind of scams in their life. So somehow these are the best four things I could mention in this particular video of why we used to get failed to pursue our dreams. Whatever it is, again, this video, as I said earlier, is gonna be super raw, and I think I have made this in a very super raw way, right? So I'm not gonna edit this video, guys. So whatever it is, this is everything all for today in this video. I'm not gonna talk a lot more after this. So I will meet you in a next video. Till then, keep watching, keep learning, and please do subscribe to this channel, like this particular video, and share with your friend circle or different kind of people with whom you can discuss these kind of very interesting topics. Like, just think about that. Literally, why did you left your dream? Why did you leave your dream? What was the reason behind that? Think about it. So that's all for today. I'll meet you in our next video soon. Okay, till then, keep watching, keep learning, and keep sharing. Bye bye.